This is a HeadGum podcast.
You know there's like conspiracies about what Tika wears in the promos? So apparently...
Have you met Tika yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. She's amazing.
I had her on the podcast and I was like, let me in.
On this podcast? Did you talk about Sonic with her?
Yes. I had James Marston. I was like, let me in.
Who is it? Okay. All right. Is it real or is it real life? Okay. Who? All right.
Wait, do you want to hear?
Start?
Okay.
How do you usually start these?
Ooh, baby, welcome to another episode of Why Won't You Date Me? A podcast where me, Nicole Byer, was trying to figure out why I was so single, even though you could take me to a Sonic movie and leave me there. I wouldn't be worried about being abandoned. I'd be happy about it.
Wow. to live in a theater where Sonic is playing 24/7.
Then I would die. Okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I genuinely love Sonic.
We've talked about it a little bit, but
yes.
I think it's like, yeah, you like Sonic, but this is like a different... You've been playing it cool with me for years.
Yeah.
We have each other's phone numbers.
I literally cried on stage with you when you did the voice. I was so excited.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
How did it begin? Can we talk about how it began?
So I played Sonic as a kid.
What year was this roughly? Are we 90s? It came out in 91.
Yeah, this is the 90s. I don't know what year, though. My aunt had a Sega, and she didn't want it anymore, so she gave it to me and my sister. Sonic was one of the games she
Has
had.
to be.
So I played Sonic and Aladdin.
Oh, the best. And also the Genesis version's amazing.
It's great.
That's one of my favorite games.
Shit. It's wonderful.
Heaven.
And I just liked Sonic, and I liked Tails. Tails was so cute.
The best. Have you ever met Colleen?
No.
Oh, we got to get her on the thing. We'll save it for the end. Maybe we try to get you to talk to Tails.
Oh.
I'll usually take my phone away so I don't have it on me, but let's see. Who else do you want to talk to?
Who else?
I guess those are the only real ones. I can't text Idris Elba. I don't have Idris Elba's phone number.
But that would be fun.
I don't have a way to get in touch with him.
Oh.
We don't want to waste this early in the podcast.
No, we can call her later.
Okay.
But that would be, oh my God. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I do feel like a Make-A-Wish kid where they get to one final hurrah before they go into the great beyond.
My goodness. This is it. I can't wait.
But okay, I saw the movie. And the first one. I didn't see it in theaters. I truly sat in my living room. I was on the floor. I don't remember why. And I was sobbing at parts. And I was like, oh my God, I'm Sonic.
Now, why do you feel like you're Sonic? Because he was alone a little bit?
Because he was alone and he goes too fast. And he's a little different.
He is.
And I feel like I'm a little too much sometimes, and I have ADHD, so I'm going too fast.
Very Sonic-y, yeah.
Yes, and then I was but then at the end he gets friends and people who accept him. Oh my God, am I gonna cry again?
Can we have a cry meter? How many times you cry? Tell me when it's legit crying, though. That's legit.
No,
that's one. That's one.
It's pretty legit.
That's one. Okay, that's one.
I truly, wait, I didn't even do your intro.
Do you want me to help you pick it up?
I got it. Okay. It's the holidays! And I'm celebrating with a gift to myself. It's a special episode of the podcast featuring Ben Schwartz, who plays the titular character Sonic the Hedgehog. Ben's been in other things, but it doesn't matter to me.
Of course not. This is Sonic all day.
Okay, I have so many questions.
I will answer anything.
Okay, was this offer only or did you audition?
Oh my God, there's a real great story to it. Do you want to hear?
Are you fucking... Yes! Yes, I want to hear.
Okay, so, man, should I... Oh, you know what I could show you?
What?
Which is not allowed to come out, but I have on my phone illegally, but I don't, Paramount. Okay, I'm going to tell you the whole story.
Okay.
I think you'll like it. It's a real underdog story.
Okay.
Okay, so I had a meeting with Tim Miller, who is the director of Deadpool.
Yes.
He owns this company. He's the head of Blur.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Blur Studios does a lot of great CG stuff. They've done it for video games. They did it for Shadow.
Okay.
Jeff Fowler, the director of our movie, did a lot of the CG for one of the Shadow games.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was having a meeting with him about acting in something he was doing. And then I saw there was a Sonic figure on Jeff Fowler's desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I love video games. I love Sonic. And he's like, oh, you know what? The rights were with a studio and they let them lapse. And so we're trying to film a 5-minute piece to send to all the studios to see if anybody wants to make Sonic with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, if you need a voice, I do Dewey and Leo. I do all these voices. If you ever need a voice, I would love to do that. He goes, oh, we'll keep that in mind. And then a couple weeks later, so hey, we just need a voice for this. It doesn't mean you're going to be the person, but like, do you want to help us out just for this 5-minute short? And then I said, yeah, of course. I want to be a part of this. I would just, even to say that I was a part of this, whatever. I did the short. They shopped it around. Paramount bought it. And then I think they had a process of going to famous people or very famous people.
Yeah.
And then whatever the process ended, they kept going back to the test. And I improv'd a bunch in it and I sang in it. And they kept going back and they kept loving it. And people fought for me, and they finally said, let's just let Ben. You think the Make-A-Wish for your thing. For me, it was like, fine, just let Ben. I remember where I was coming out of a podcast. I was walking in Burbank, and Jeff Fowler called me and said, you're going to be Sonic. And I did the opening credits from ER when Eric LaSalle goes like that. I went on one knee, and went, I was like so excited. I was so emotional and happy because like then, whatever. So that was how I got the role. So I did something for free, basically, just as a favor. They pitched it. They sold it. They probably went to big people. And
I wonder who they went to.
I want to. This press tour, I asked Jeff if we can have a drink and talk about it. But he's the nicest guy in the world. But that's it. So it wasn't offer. It was like, I did a favor, and they just kept coming back to it. Like, this is kind of the voice.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
What a nice treat.
I know. Rarely does something like that work out.
Okay, if there's another movie, I would like to be in it.
I told for this third one, we were chatting about you.
I know, really?
Remember? You emailed me, and then I remember I forwarded something to literally the producers of the whole movie.
Oh God!
I think every movie that we do, you should. Do you want to be a voice or do you want to be a?
Amy Rose.
If Amy Rose is ever in this franchise.
I would love to be Amy Rose. And then
I would love to be Amy Rose. I would love to be one of the biggest characters in the franchise. You're not starting off as like a cameo. You're like, if you guys ever introduce Amy Rose, I would love to be the voice of Amy Rose.
That's what I want. Or what's the other one?
Don't you want to be live action talking to Sonic in something? Don't you want to be talking to Sonic?
Maybe, but Amy Rose would talk to Sonic.
Of course,
that would be her.
But you're asking.
She would be the buddy of Sonic. She'd be in the gang. I know Idris Elba and then Nicole Byer,
Keanu Reeves, Idris Elba. Well, my name is in there, and Colleen's in there. So Colleen plays Tails.
But Colleen is the original Tails, right?
Colleen is Tails.
So
for forever and forever.
They can't do. Yeah, that's great. That's like legacy.
Okay, if Amy Rose ever happens in any of the future things, is there a different role you'd want to do? Don't you want to be just on set? No.
Isn't there one named Bat?
Rouge?
Bat Rouge?
Rouge the Bat?
Rouge the Bat?
Yeah,
I want to be a sexy little cartoon.
It's a very sexy character.
I could do it. Sonic, do you want ice cream?
Wait,
I don't know.
Nicole.
Sonic's a child.
I'm going to say something nice about you. We did a read for a show that was animated together, right? And we did a table read for a show that was animated.
Yes.
And I was so impressed with how good your VO stuff was. I told you in the room, and then like 5 minutes later, I texted you. Was like, I thought you were so good. And I think it's a craft. You can be a good actor, but sometimes you can't be a great VO artist. But you're great at both. You were so good, and it was an episode of television that you carried the whole thing.
Thank you.
And you were
that truly,
amazing.
That means a lot. The show, it's not out yet, but I'm like super proud of it. And I just love animation.
Same.
Because you get to kind of go to a place that you don't get to go to in live action.
Yeah.
But okay, I would do a live action part in Sonic.
Okay, if you can't be the titular character of one of the movies.
I would like to play a recurring lady who's just on the street who sees Sonic all the time, who's like, damn, that blue boy.
Make your pitch to Jeff and Toby and Neil right now.
Jeff, Toby,
so Toby Asher,
Neil.
Neil Moritz, who have produced all the Fast and the Furious movies.
What? Put me in the Fast and the Furious. I fucking love Vin Diesel. I love Vin Diesel so much. Oh my God, they're just going so fast. Okay.
And they're furious.
They're so furious.
Right?
Okay, so put me in the movie.
Do a real pitch, because you could clip this and send it to him.
Okay, so I would love to be in the movie as a lady, just grocery shopping. And then Sonic blows past her and she goes, damn, what's that little blue guy? And he blows past her again. And she's like, damn, that little blue guy's fast. I gotta fight him.
God, this is a great pitch.
I gotta say, these gloves are not comfortable.
No, of course not. And your nails look amazing.
Thank you. Boy, oh boy, that hurt. So
it's a great pitch. They're gonna see it. They will see it.
I hope so.
If you send me a link to that exact thing, we can get it to all three of those people.
Want, truly, I just want to be a part of it.
But it's so funny for you to go, can I play the biggest character? And then go, you know what? All I want to do is be a part of it.
Well, you got to go big.
You got to go big.
And then go home.
Yeah,
What
go
is-
big or go home.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I didn't want to go home, so I went big.
You went big. I
and
love
then
it.
I said, let's scale it down.
Amy
Let's
Rose
be
is an incredible
real.
character. An incredible character.
Listen, everybody's great in Sonic. The Knuckles miniseries, the 6-part event.
Did you watch Pally?
Are you fucking kidding? Of course I did. I savored it. I watched it like an insane person. I watched 15 minutes at a time so I wouldn't get through it too fast. But then I was like, what
You
are
know
you
Pally.
doing?
You're friends with Pally, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I texted him as I watched it what the things I liked best. And he was like, cool. Everyone's very kind to me.
You gotta be. Look at you.
Okay.
You're a heart-forward person. You love something.
I do. I also watched Sonic with Sashir. We were flying back.
Sashir was also, can we talk about that? Maybe we're not allowed to talk about that TV show. Sashir was
okay.
also in that episode, was so good.
She's great.
And you guys get to do scenes together, and
Uh-huh.
obviously you guys are very close in real life, but you were both, I remember literally making sure I went up to both of you. I was like, that was awesome. You guys were awesome.
Ben,
It made me so happy.
Thank you.
I texted you, right? I
You
must
did.
have. Okay,
no,
good.
you did. You
Okay,
did.
good,
You
good.
were very, very kind. But this
Sorry,
is
you went with Sashir.
not about me.
Okay. I'm very bad at talking about myself, so it will be about you.
No, it's okay. I'll make you. Okay, so we were flying back from New York, and Sashir was like, would you like to watch Sonic with me? And I was like, yes, please.
Does Sashir like Sonic, or she just knows how much you love Sonic?
I think she just knows how. Well, no, okay. I was like, you have to watch Sonic. And then she was like, I'll get to it. And then she like never got to it, but then she watched it without me. And then I like freaked out. And she was like, but you told me we can't watch your favorite things together because I don't like them as much. I once famously made her watch the Minion movie on a plane.
Oh, great movie.
But I wasn't watching. I was watching her watch it. And then she wasn't laughing
Of
when
course.
I laughed. And
So
then
you
I
got
got
upset.
mad. So she
By
was
the way, I know this is a dating podcast. I have friends that will put on certain films in front of people they're dating to see if they understand why it's funny. I remember there's a big group of my friends that are like, one of them was Wet Hot American Summer,
Mhm.
or like it's like those culty movies that are like, if this person doesn't get it, I don't know how I'm going to date this person.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've done
sorry to
that.
bring it to what the show used to be about. Let's go back to
No,
Sonic.
no, it's okay. I once made a man I was dating watch Sonic, and because we were prepping for Sonic 2, because I had to see the theaters. So we watched it. We were watching it, and he fell asleep, and I noticed he was sleeping, so I paused it. And then he went home, and then when he came back the next day, I was like, we gotta pick it up. And he was like, oh, we didn't finish it. And I was like, no. And then when we saw it in theaters, it was me and this 10-year-old having the time of our lives.
It's the best. I will say the screenings, I've been to a couple screenings and I get to surprise people. And some of them, there are a bunch of kids there. And I like raced them around the movie theater and they were like so excited. We had the best time. It's also so funny when they're like, and the voice of Sonic. And this Jewish guy from the Bronx comes out. And the kids are like, what's happening?
What's going
Yeah,
on?
how is
Wait,
this
you're from the
happening?
Bronx?
I grew up in the top of the Bronx.
Oh, I didn't know
Grew up in a place
that.
called Riverdale. I can't technically say the Bronx. Or people from the real Southern Bronx will yell at me. But my parents are from the South Bronx. They're from 176 and Grand Ave.
Here's a question
Sonic?
about dating.
Sure. Wow, let's see what you do.
So, since Sonic has come out,
I love how you pretend it's about dating, but it's really going to be about Sonic.
but have people like slipped in the DMs to be like, hey, Sonic?
I don't, first of all, nobody says, hey, Sonic, and then laughs like an anime character. That's never happened. Also, I don't think I'm the type of person that people are like, oh my God, I can't wait to say something sexy to this guy in the DM. That's never been really what I receive, I guess.
Wait, really? Like even when you were doing improv in New York?
I mean, there'll be fans that are very like happy and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but it's not like, hey, oh my God, Sonic, can you talk in a high register for me? I don't think that's ever happened before. I have left over 1,000 voice notes for adults and kids.
Yeah,
As
you've
Sonic.
done one for me.
Great. Was it for something in particular?
No, I think Millheiser asked you to do it.
Great.
And then you sent it to Millheiser and he sent it to me. And
Fantastic.
I was so happy.
Anytime you want one. Maybe on your birthday you get one or something like that. Whatever you need. And also you could talk to Sonic today. It'll be near the end of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get at least one more cry, and then you could, and then you could talk to Sonic and ask whatever you want.
Oh my God. Okay, just to clear things up, Sonic is a child, right?
I think he's a child. The way I play him is a kid, like a very excitable kid that has so
Yes.
much energy. And in the games, he does it by running. but in the movie he can't wait to say more and talk more and stuff like that.
I get it.
And he desperately in the first one really wanted to find family. He was by himself. He was lonely in that cave. He was really lonely in that cave.
So
Nicole.
lonely. And that owl sent him away. What's her name?
Longclaw. She's R.I.P. Longclaw.
Yeah, she's dead, right?
She
Them
dead.
little guys got her?
Yeah. You could be like maybe in a 4, you could be a character that like you see a dead owl and you go, Longclaw's dead. And then you see another dead owl and you go, oh my God, there he is again.
Oh my God, more Longclaws.
Yeah.
And just a lady who says what she sees.
What do you think she's doing? She's shopping or what do you think she's doing?
She's grocery shopping.
She's grocery shopping.
She's got
What
a bunch
aisle
of
is she
apples in her bag.
She's in the produce aisle.
Yeah, and then she drops all her apples and she's like, whoa.
And just by the time she picks up all of her...
He comes right back and she's like, oh no, not my apples, that blue guy. And I don't know.
And you don't want to use your own voice?
Nope.
You want to do that?
And I want to be an old age makeup. I want to be an old lady.
So you've already made it a more expensive character.
No, I'll come fully dressed with my own makeup.
How old do you want to
I would
push?
like to be 65.
Oh, 65. Okay.
Well, I guess 65 is not that old now.
Okay.
But I
so
want to be like Golden
harder.
Girls old.
Oh, I love this idea.
Right?
I
just
love
like
this.
Old and just
Give me a comp. You want to look like who? I want to look like blank.
Dionne Warwick.
Oh my God. Now Dionne Warwick?
Yeah.
She's definitely over 65.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I don't understand age.
Let's get how old, can we Google how old Dionne Warwick is? I just saw, she's touring. I think I just saw her name at a venue.
Everyone's touring.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
time.
is an indication to me that the economy is going to get worse.
Because?
Because everybody's touring.
Right.
Jay Leno's touring. He has so much money. Also, I think somebody's after him. He fell down a hill. Did you see that?
No?
He fell down a hill.
What type of hill?
A hill that blackened half of his face and broke his arm and he lost a fingernail.
No.
And then last year, he like broke a bunch of bones and then a car blew up. I was like, sir, these are funny happenings. I don't think you're falling down hills.
But we wish him well. We wish Jay Leno well.
I wish Jay Leno well.
We wish
He's
Jay
got
Leno
so
well.
many cars.
And we could clip this just in case you want to be on Jay Leno's garage. Yeah, we wish him well. We 100% wish him well. All right, so
I do.
So you're saying when you're with friends and doing improv, it's like more goofy fun.
Yeah.
And then when you're doing stand-up, it's a representation of this is my stuff. This is what I want to say.
And it is
So you get both.
goofy and fun, but it's all derived from me.
Yes, it
So
is.
it's
It is
like-
Nicole Byer coming on
yes.
stage, and this is what you're getting.
And the best times I have doing stand-up are when I'm kind of so tired and I'm like, I simply don't know how I'm going to get through this show.
Yeah.
And then something dumb happens on stage and then I'm like, wow, I guess I'll do that for a little bit. But that's like the most fun when I'm out of my mind.
Yeah, it is very, very fun. Anytime I'm tired and I remember also like something bad will happen before a show. And when I'm on stage, you have to be in the moment. So you can't think about it. And so like you just get to like live in that world. And I think when people come see our shows, that's a piece of like why they come. They get to be happy for an hour and a half or whatever. So I love that stuff.
That's what I always say. I'm like, truly the only reason why I perform is I get happy bringing other people happiness.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I can make a room full of people laugh for an hour, like that's really nice.
Someone in an interview just asked me, why do you think you're here on Earth? And I was like, oh my God. And I like,
Was this
had
an
to think
interview
about-
or therapy?
This was interview. Oh my God. My therapist is amazing. You love my therapist. He's a hippie, wonderful dude. But I was like, I think I'm here to make people happy or
Mhm.
make people laugh. I think that's part of the reason why I'm here. But nobody's ever asked me that before. I've never thought about it. But it made me feel like good. Like, because with the things we do, hopefully make other people happy. So how lucky are we that our
Mhm.
jobs are like, you know,
It is really cool if you think about it. It's like
I never think about it.
I get to just be funny and he, ha, ha, ha. And then someone goes, here's some money.
Crazy.
Every time I drive onto a lot, I'm like, boy, oh boy, this
Same.
never gets old.
Yeah. You see the huge doors and you see
Mhm.
like that Friends shot there or Clint Eastwood had
It's
a bunch
so
of movies
cool.
there.
And then when you go to the sound stages and you see like what's been shot there,
It's the best.
like Ghost is one of my other favorite movies.
Great
and
movie.
They shot, I think at Paramount. I think it's Paramount. But I was like, I got to like go on that sound stage and I was like, oh my God, Patrick
amazing.
Swayze was here.
The Ghost of a Ghost was there.
A ghost of a ghost. Oh my God.
Can that be our new podcast? The Ghost of a Ghost?
Ghost of a ghost.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love it.
Would you haunt or no?
Haunt people?
Mhm.
No, I do little surprises. Fun little
Oh.
surprises.
See, I don't think I'm going to do any of that. I want to sleep.
You're just going to go
If
sleep
I'm
all the time?
dead.
What do you think happens when you die? God, what are we doing? Look how you're dressed. Look how you're dressed.
I know. Isn't it wild?
What do you think happens when you die?
I guess you do go to sleep, but like,
Do you think, is there a heaven and hell for you or no?
I don't know, because I do believe that like spirits and stuff are with you.
Okay.
And I do believe in ghosts because I lived in an apartment where there was a ghost.
What city?
Here in LA.
Okay.
The cabinets would just be open all the time.
No.
And
You sure didn't have squeaky cabinets that just slowly open?
they would just be open. I never saw them open, but I would definitely close a cabinet and be like, I am making a point to close this cabinet. And then I'd go into my room and come back and the cabinet would be open and I'd be alone. And I had a roommate at the time, but like, and then it was John Milheiser. And at one point we were in the living room being very funny and we heard clapping inside the apartment.
No.
Not outside. And both of us were like very scared. But then we made the choice to continue being funny because we're like, I guess the ghost likes it.
Wait, so did you ever find out if there's a story? Like, did someone die there? Or?
I don't know, but we had a friend who lived there before who also said there was a ghost.
See, that's terrifying.
And then I saw the ghost. He looked like Mr. Clean, and he was standing. I sound crazy. I sound crazy, and I look crazy. I see ghosts all the time.
So you saw a bald man.
A bald man's like standing in the living room with his arms crossed, and I just said no, no, no. And I went back in my room, and I was like, I think there's a man in the living room. And I went back out, and he was gone.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
What did a ghost look like? Was he shiny? Was he like?
He looked like a man. Like he looked like a legit person.
Nicole, do you think a man was actually in your fucking apartment?
That never occurred to me.
And then and by the way, the real thing is there could have been a man in your apartment. That never occurred to you? Oh my God. Are you crying? That's 2. That's 3. 2 or 3.
I can't believe it. It's been like 10 years. And nobody has said that. I told the story before.
It's crazy. The guy was there and he was just like hanging out and he turned the light on and off a couple of times and he said, okay, I'm going to head out. He goes, first I'm going to take some things. And this ghost was bananas.
And I never lock my door. And I've never put 2 and 2 together that there might have just been somebody in the apartment. Oh my God. That's scary.
That's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
This is going to be a very special episode. You could already feel it.
Ben,
Nicole.
that's wild.
You never thought about that?
Never, ever in my whole life.
Have you ever thought about a man that looked like Mr. Clean ever? Is that anything in your subconscious?
No.
Does that represent something to you?
No, I don't think Mr. Clean's hot or anything. He doesn't do it for me.
Did he move or he stayed?
He just stayed there. And
could you see him breathing and moving?
I
5 seconds, 10
didn't
seconds.
register that. I just went right back in my room and I was like, no.
Did you hear noises when he left?
No.
Okay.
It might have.
Could have been a ghost, but also could just be the guy who played Mr. Clean robbed you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we didn't have anything. Maybe his arms were crossed because he was like, TV on the wall's very small. Our TV was so small, it looked like an iPad. And,
Sorry,
man,
I got you off track.
No, you really rocked my world.
It's a lot. That's a lot. That maybe there was a man hanging out there because you didn't lock your door.
I never lock my door.
What are you crazy? Still?
I still don't lock my door.
Don't tell people that.
Come on over, baby. No, what's the point? I don't lock my car either.
What?
Listen, if you
it happens automatically when you leave now.
No.
You have to like make an effort not to lock your door.
No, it doesn't happen automatically. I've got the base model of a Jeep.
I saw it outside.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to. Is it one of these locks? No, you have an automatic lock.
I have
I saw the car outside.
Well, I'm going to show you the little. So it has like one of these things.
Oh my God.
It has one of,
Give me it.
It has one of these things on it.
Give me it.
There's somebody on there that you might know.
Oh my God.
I was gonna wear my Crocs that have Sonic gibbets.
Do people give you these or you buy them?
Someone gave that to me.
The dick?
Yeah. And the first time I like handed it to a valet, I was like, isn't that funny? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay.
Oh, is this one of the ones where you press it and it flips out? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this. Wranglers. Fine. Good.
You know.
Hard to maneuver?
It's an interesting car.
Okay.
It's my second one.
Second Wrangler. Second Wrangler.
Second Wrangler.
Wow.
White, like Cher Horowitz and Clueless.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. And the week I first had it, the steering manifold malfunctioned. So like,
what's a steering manifold?
It like helps the car go straight. And
you don't think it was the bounty guy, right? Or the bounty? No, Mr.
No,
Clean.
Mr. Clean. You think Mr. Clean is trying to clean my clock and kill me?
That's a good movie. We could do that. Get us on that soundstage.
Oh, let's get the rights to Mr. Clean.
God, they've got to be out there. It's an IP that's definitely available.
Let's do it. But anyway, I had to it wouldn't just go straight, so I had to maneuver it and then take it back to the dealership, and they fixed it.
Terrifying.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I like the car aesthetically, so I'm going to continue.
It's a cool looking car.
Getting one.
Also, when I was a kid, that was like the coolest car.
It's
Only the cool kids had that.
So cool.
Yeah.
I just like little SUVs like the Geo Tracker or
yes, of course.
the Suzuki. I think it's the Samurai. I just love them. They're so cute.
You like a tiny SUV.
I love them because you're high up, but it's tiny and it can fit everywhere.
I love it.
I once was trying to park my Jeep in a very tiny spot, and a man came out of his apartment to wag his finger and go, "Not gonna fit." But then I did fit, and I was so excited. Ben. Ben.
This is going fantastic.
Okay. I have another question.
I'll answer every Sonic question. I can't wait.
Okay.
This is right before we go on a press tour that I go from LA to Brazil, Brazil Comic-Con, then we go to London, and then we go from London to LA, then I go from LA to New York, then I go to New York to LA for 16 days.
Oh my God.
And this is before it. This is a week before it starts. So I'm ready to answer any question. It hasn't been asked 1,000 times yet.
What's one of the worst questions you've gotten?
Everybody asks the same questions usually. So
Yes.
it's usually the same questions. One is, what's it like working with Jim Carrey? And then I have to be like, I'm in a booth. I never get to work with him.
But do you ever go to set?
Only one time. The first movie they brought me to set. And then then they're in different countries. I was filming once when they were filming in Vancouver, but my production wouldn't let me go to their production because of COVID. So I've only been on set once. And it was in the first movie when Jim Carrey was Robotnik in the egg pod in that big white, remember that big that? And he's driving it. And I got to meet him for the first time. And I am I love Jim Carrey.
Mhm.
Dumb and Dumber to me is maybe a top 5 movie of all time.
Never seen it.
No.
I've never seen a lot of people's favorite movies.
That's why you do that podcast with Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
That's
why?
why you do that podcast.
Wait.
I don't know.
I'm sure you talk about it all the time now.
I honestly don't know why I've missed.
What'd you do as a kid? Instead of watching a movie, you did what?
No, I watched movies, but I watched movies like Ghost and Sister Act and My Cousin
Those are
Vinny.
great. Those are all classics.
But yeah, name another favorite movie.
Of mine? Back to the Future is my favorite movie of
Oh,
all
okay,
time.
I've seen that one.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, I've seen that one. Okay, so maybe I've seen
Aladdin.
all of your favorite movies. Yes. Okay, I hadn't seen Total Recall, but I watched that last night. Have you ever
That's
seen
fun.
it?
I have the first one.
Give them air.
But imagine being a high school kid and having a woman with 3 breasts on screen.
Blew me away. Blew me away. I was just telling Casey, I was like, every choice in that movie was a choice. The most insane choice they could make.
Yeah. They always
And
made
by
the
the
worst
time
choice.
there was
Not
that-
worse, the most insane.
That little baby in that man, I was
yeah.
exhausted. I was like, that's nuts.
What's the movie you've been forced to watch that you're like, oh my God, this is one of my favorite movies of all time?
Face Off.
Nick Cage, I did a movie with him. Let's get him on the phone.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, he played Dracula in a movie with him.
Wait, which one?
Can I tell you an incredible Nick Cage? I have 100 great Nick Cage
Wait,
stories.
which movie was this?
There's a movie called Renfield
Oh,
where
yes,
he
yes,
plays
yes.
Dracula
Okay, yes.
and Nicholas Hoult and
Yes.
Aquafina are in it, and I play a bad guy. I got to do stunts and had to work out beforehand. It was crazy. Never before. But
Do they check in on you when you're working out? Or do you just show up to set and they're like,
I don't have to
"That's
look
good."
buff. I just have to be strong enough to do these stunts. They're like, I don't have to take off my shirt.
I just had
I just have to not injure myself. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's like for Chris Pratt, he has to look jacked when he comes out of that bathtub. For me, it's like, just don't get hurt.
Just don't hurt yourself.
Please do a little bit of working out. And I did. And then I was in New Orleans, and the second all my stunt scenes were done, I went out and ate so poorly throughout the whole movie that I think I gained 7 pounds from the first scene to the last scene of the movie. And so if you watch that movie, you'll slowly see me getting a little bit bigger just because the food was so good over there. Okay, this is an improv Nick Cage story.
Did you eat turtle while you were in New Orleans?
I did. I'm sorry.
Did you like it?
It was fine. I don't need to do it again.
I didn't like it because I couldn't get out of my head that it was a turtle.
Of course. I
Yeah.
played Leo in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't
so
eat
you
turtles.
were eating yourself.
I was eating myself. Have you ever eaten a hedgehog?
No.
Neither have I. 3, 4, 3, 4. No, you're
God,
not
that
gonna
would make me so sad if someone was like, "You're eating Sonic."
You
Oh my
couldn't do
God.
it. I did. I was
Ugh.
doing something with Cage, and I improvised in it. And in the scene, I pretended my guy was a bad guy. That he was taking, endangered species from zoos, and I was made some bit about stealing endangered species, and talked about taking this hippo and a rhinoceros. And they go cut, and he looks at me, and we go to our chairs, and he goes, "Ben," and I go, "Yeah, terrible Nick Cage impression."
No, I was into it.
Oh,
but
good.
I thought it was good.
Ben. He goes, "That the way you invoked the rhinoceros in that last scene, unbelievable. And I was like, I literally, and he's dressed as Dracula. And I was like, thank you so much. I was like, I do improv. He goes, oh my God. I go, is that something you like? He goes, yeah. I go, do you think you would ever want to come on stage? He goes, maybe. I think that might be fun. I was like, if I can get Nick Cage at a Ben Schwartz and Friends show, Nick Cage, it would be amazing. Anyway, he was amazing. And then the second, he's dressed as Dracula, and I go, I'm so sorry to do this to you. Adaptation. Can you talk to me about adaptation for a little bit? And he goes, of course. But he was amazing. He was amazing. All the big, like Jim Carrey has been amazing to me. Everybody that I met, that's lovely.
To hear that. Because sometimes you're like, people will talk and they're like, that person was like not great, But I love Jim Carrey. And one of my favorite Jim Carrey stories is, I think it's Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Where he was with Tommy
Lee
Jones. And he said, I do not sanction your buffoonery. And I was like, I can't wait to get someone so angry with me that they say I don't sanction your buffoonery. That's a choice to say buffoonery or sanction.
Yeah. You thought about this sentence for a while.
Yes. And you were mad and you were stewing and you couldn't wait to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
It's great. God, he's in everything. He literally has been everything.
It's just, how does it feel to be in a movie with so many famous people?
It's crazy. You know what's crazy now? It's so hard to get in movies that premiere in movie theaters.
Yes.
That like when we go to a movie theater, we could see a poster of our own movie, or I could like sneak in and watch what the crowd thinks. It doesn't happen anymore. So for me, and maybe you understand this as well, like as an improviser who's been very lucky and had I'm very happy with how my career's gone. It still is impossible to get in those movies. So I lose my mind. I get emotional when I see, like, if you're at the premiere and you looked at me, I will get emotional in 2 or 3 different things. It happened in the first movie and the second movie. Even screenings by myself, I tear up and I have to chill myself out. One is when I hear my voice as Sonic and the crowd laughs or reacts, and I'm realizing like, oh my God, I really play this guy. I play him. And the other one is when I have a scene with Jim Carrey, because I can't believe, even though I'm not there. And the last one, this is so cheesy, is in the end credits when it says your name.
Yes.
And like, I think about how like my parents are seeing my name in that, and like kids are seeing my name in that. And I'm like, that is a very emotional moment because it's
so cool. You like
so
dream
rare
of that.
too,
And then on a big screen.
Yes.
Like,
and it's usually
so
like the
wild.
first one in those Sonic movies, first or second. So it's like, because it's not my face, so sometimes it's like it doesn't feel real until I'm there.
Sure, yeah.
And then when I'm there, because I'm also like, I wasn't on set for all the other movies I've done. I'm on set. This one, I'm just in a room with Jeff and Toby and Tyson Hesse, who you got to meet, who's an incredible Sonic person.
I want to meet
and
everybody.
he can draw you anything you want.
He could draw me as Sonic.
But I'm there, and then I'm such a big part of the process at the end. I watch the cuts and I give thoughts and I think about how I could do things better. Like I'll do 20, we've done 20 records for some of the movies, which you as a voiceover actress know
that's a lot.
It's so much.
That's a lot.
And at the beginning, there were 6-hour sessions, then were 4-hour sessions, then it was 3. So it's like, so I put in so much work at the end, but it's very solitary work. And then I get to see it on the screen with everybody else.
I mean, it shows that you do a lot of work.
Can you tell?
Yes. The movies are so fun.
I try so hard. I want it to be so good.
Okay. When you first saw Sonic, were you also
Video
upset?
game or the movie?
No, the first image of Sonic where he had all them teeth.
I'm trying to figure out how to say it. So
he looked like a kid that bites. I was like,
also,
oh my God.
He got big old legs too. He had hams.
He did.
He had big old legs. My thought was that this is the best part about what happened from it. So many people responded to the trailer that we were so terrified that we were going to release the trailer, and people were like, we don't care about Sonic. And so many people did it that all of a sudden it was like, oh my God, so many people care. And so many people are angry. But I agree with the change. I was like, oh, you know what? This is what I also think that helped us a lot. Paramount, Toby, Neil, Jeff, they listened to the fans, which when does that ever happen? Ever. They heard what they were saying. They're like, you know, we can make this better. They pushed the movie. They put more money into the movie. And they redid it because they're like, we could see how much people love this. We want to get it right. And I was so proud of that. And I agreed that that was the right move. That was the right
he
move.
had so many. It was wild how many teeth he
And then
had.
the next trailer, everybody went bananas for it.
Yeah,
I remember
looked
you
great.
I don't know if you retweeted or because I follow you. And this is when Twitter was, people could just say things.
Yeah.
So it was like, I forget, but I remember that I was like, oh my God, Nicole saw this trailer. I was like, oh, this is like I think this is bigger than I think people think it's going to be. And then I was like, if we get it right, we could be making these movies for a while. And, but my performance didn't change. I have still the same performance, but I was really happy it changed. And I wonder how much, I think it helped us with the fans because they said something. And we literally, nobody would do this. We spent millions of dollars and pushed it, which takes so much time to get it right.
Which I appreciate because Sonic
Do you remember how you reacted the first time it came out? God, I wish we could bring that up.
The first trailer, I was like, whoa. Oh, I was like genuinely excited. But then I was like, he looks scary. I don't like them teeth. But then they fixed the teeth. And I was like, wait, this looks like so much fun. And then seeing the movie, I was like, oh my God, I meant to add, when I first watched it, I stopped the movie and then restarted it and watched it again.
Really? Wait, where'd you stop it? At the end?
At the end, I was like, oh, wow, what a movie.
So at the end, when Tails came out, did you flip out? Were you so excited?
I was very excited.
That was it. When I was going to theaters and surprising people, I would stay for that end part. And watching the audience go crazy was the coolest thing. It's the closest I'll ever get to being in like an Avengers movie.
The series does a smart thing with just like introducing everybody's like each movie. It's fun. And it's like, ooh, what's next? And then you're just like, ooh, we're going to get through all of them.
And Jeff just said, so I could say that there's a new character that's introduced in the credits of this one.
Yes, because there is a theory with Tika Sumpter's, is that how you say her last name? Sumter?
Sumter? I think Sumter.
Well, Tika's clothing in the press stuff. So
she wore baby blue when I did it. What color did she wear?
Well, apparently, I will
tell you this is not a real thing.
Okay. Well,
because I don't know if she's even seen the post-credit sequence.
Well, it's not in the credit sequence. It was just like a promo image. So for the first movie, she was wearing a gold sweater, and then Tails was introduced. And then in the second movie, she was wearing red.
Really?
And then Knuckles was introduced. And then I'm messing it up?
No, that makes
whatever.
sense. Shadow was introduced at the end of two.
Yes. So she was wearing black, I guess. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that's fun. And then apparently she's wearing pink, so they think that Amy Rose is coming.
I will tell you this. I've done press with her for a couple days. She has not worn pink once.
Okay, let's find it. We'll take the time to do this. I don't even know how to Google this. I just Googled Tika sweater theory.
What if this isn't real? What if this is one of your theories? This is a theory that Nicole came up with, and she's like, everybody's talking about it.
Everyone's
Who
talking.
Do you want it? Would you want it to be that?
I want it to be Amy Rose.
You want Amy. You want a female character in this.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. I like, getting the girls involved.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Big. Do you think you'll cry even harder when the girl gets involved?
Probably.
Okay.
I'm just pleased as punch that the movies keep happening.
If we can keep making these I want so badly to make these for so long. I would want to do it I want to do this forever. It makes me so happy. And then it makes kids so happy. When I leave these voice notes, and adults, when I leave these voice notes, like some of my friends will take like a picture of their kid, like it's like Santa Claus. They just saw Santa Claus. So it's crazy. Santa Claus is a thing, right? I'm Jewish.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Sonic is here. Holiday special.
Okay, good.
I used the ho, ho, ho's from Santa's iconic phrase, ho, ho, ho.
He says ho, ho, ho?
Yeah, Ben, we got to take a break.
Okay. Let's send it out. Who do we talk to say you're taking a break?
We're taking a break. This podcast is supported by Essie Nail Polish. There's something about having a fresh manicure that makes you feel fabulous. Am I right? I am. It's all about having nice nails. And if you're looking for a little something to give this holiday season, let me tell you, Essie Nail Polish is where it's at. It's high quality nail polish, and they got a color for every mood. Whether you're out here trying to be bold or just trying to keep it a chill, I'm planning to get some Essie nail polish from my friends this holiday. I love picking out colors that match their personalities. It's for friends who are always dating around. I think cherry mocha. It's bold. It's a little spicy. It's just like her. Essie is the ultimate little treat for anyone on your list this season. Whether it's for your friends, family, or a little treat for yourself, shop Essie nail polish for the holidays in-store, Target, Ulta, CVS, all the stores you're already shopping at, and online at your preferred Essie retailer. And we're back.
We're back.
We're back. Ben, I had a question. and it escapes me right now.
Well, first of all, these questions have been absolutely fantastic.
No,
It
they
is about
haven't.
Sonic. They have.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I love this.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm not doing a bit. Why do you think I'm doing a bit?
I don't know. Okay. Wait,
you have
what
a
was
sheet of
my-
paper, don't you? With all your questions?
No, the questions are in my head.
So what's on that sheet of paper? Why even have the sheet of paper?
It says it's got your intro on it.
Oh, okay.
And then usually I have my assistant will do research on guests, but I said I didn't need any research because I have all my Sonic questions in my head.
Okay, great. I can't wait.
Do you have like merch at your house?
Oh my God. So
Do you have a Sonic room?
not a room. In my house, the things that I have, so I have an office. Oh, I'll show you a picture of this. You're going to love it. I have props from everything I've ever done. I've asked the prop master from everything to take one thing.
Nice.
So every single project I've done. So from like Parks and Recreation, I have like the money that we threw around for Entertainment 720. I have the gravestone for John Ralphio. Mike Schur, my character dies in it. Every
Spoiler.
single thing. Sorry. For Sonic, I wasn't there, so I have like a talking Sonic. That's my voice, and I have like 2 action figures.
Wait, what do you mean? Like a Teddy Ruxpin?
Oh my God, they did a Build-A-Bear where you could build your own Sonic for the first one or the second one. So I have, and then
I
you can
missed
put my
out on
voice in.
this.
We could probably get you some Sonic toys. So they just asked if they can use my voice in the new toys, and I said, you got to send me the toys.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a box of all the new ones for this one. And I'm such a nerd that I was like, should I keep them in the box? Do I open them? Because I usually open my things, but I was like, I already have enough Sonic stuff. I can't put more Sonic stuff on my wall. What if they're unopened? And then like 10 years from now, I'm like, look at all
It'll
this
be
cool
worth
stuff.
money.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
And then if you get into trouble financially, you could sell them.
That's what I'm hoping. You know what I mean? I'm hoping when I get into trouble financially. So I have a lot of toys. I have posters. Like I have a couple posters, but those are all put away. I have one poster that's signed by the whole cast. But not a ton of stuff. But I'll sign this poster for you. We can get everybody. How funny it would be if Keanu Reeves came in right now. He's like, I play Shadow. You're like, I don't care.
give a shit about you. I love Sonic. Well, I just watched John Wick, all of them.
I love John Wick.
They're so fun.
He's amazing.
I couldn't believe how much fun I was having.
Same with me. We love John Wick at our house.
It's so good. The first one is so good.
So good.
And then the subsequent ones I think are just as good, but like the first one is so heartfelt. And then in the fourth one, I cried when he fell down all those stairs because I was like, he's got to go back up them.
He fell down so
I
many
couldn't believe he had to go back up.
Yeah.
I would have said, I'm not going to make it to the church.
But
I got to
not
go
John Wick.
home.
John Wick's
But
like, it's time to go to church.
I couldn't believe.
I'm going to go up all those stairs.
It was wild. I was like,
They're great movies.
they're good movies, but I was like, he's in great shape.
He's in incredible shape.
If I read the script and they're like,
And
fall
he tours in a
downstairs.
band. He plays in a band and he tours in a band. Dogma? Maybe? Doug Star.
Doug
Doug
Star.
Star.
Oh, I said Doug Star.
Doug Star. The Nickelodeon show Doug.
How did you get involved with improv? I'll ask you some questions about you.
I graduated college, and in college, I went to Union College. I was a psych-anthro major, so no like.
What does that
fancy
mean?
Psychology and anthropology major.
So that's like bodies and brains?
Yeah, it's brains and societies.
Oh.
So like cultures and societies. Cultures and brains. And then I was always too nervous to audition for anything. Like even when I was in high school, I wouldn't audition for the musical because I was afraid I wouldn't get it, and I'd find out I'm like bad and people make fun of me. So I never did it. I was in singing groups, but I wasn't able to do that.
Like show choir?
I did like I was in all county chorus.
Ooh.
I was almost a soprano back then. I was in all county chorus. I was in like
Wait,
madrigals.
so you sing?
I used to be able to sing, and now my voice is a little wrapped up from voiceover, by the way. My voice got crushed from doing voiceover.
It's tough.
Yeah, all my characters are so high pitched. But I can sing a little bit. Do you sing?
No.
Do you want to sing together?
Yes.
What song do you want to sing?
What song do I know?
Okay. Anyway, so I was too
On my
afraid.
own, pretending he's beside me. That's from Les Mis.
It is. I don't think I know the whole song. On my own. How does it? We got a lyric to it. Da 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 da. Is it? He loves me. Da, da, da. Let's pick a song we both know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a musical. It can be any
I
song.
cannot think of a song.
Any song. Do you watch Disney movies?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Name any Disney song. I bet we both know that.
Andadasi.
seems like you're leading me into a racist. I can't do it. I would love to join you. I could sing it myself.
Here's the thing
that one
about...
goes, isn't that? No. Kiss the Girl goes, there. Do you know that one?
There.
You could do the voice. I can't.
There
you see. You can lean into the voice even harder if you want.
There you see her.
Sitting there across the way.
I don't know the words. I'm just looking at your mouth.
What's the song you know? Give me one song you know.
I don't know lyrics.
Wait, this is crazy. Name one song you know.
I don't know a single song from top to bottom.
Well, give me, a chorus to something.
Do you believe in love after love?
You only know a line of every song. So what's the next line of that?
I could see something inside myself.
What is it? I really don't think it's long enough.
I'm constantly finding out I don't sing anything correctly. Wait, okay. How did Sebastian...
Oh, wait, what were we just answering? We were just answering something.
Do you think Sebastian...
What was the question you asked?
I don't know, but do you think Sebastian's a slave? Because he's the only one with a Jamaican accent in the kingdom.
Why would you say he's a slave?
He works for the king, and he's got an accent. He's from Jamaica.
Don't do this to me. This is like you telling me
How do they get him?
This is like you telling me that there's an actual man in your house robbing your house and just let you go away. Don't break my heart.
But how did they get him?
How did they get him? What does that mean? What is the phrase, how did they get him?
Did he float over from Jamaica to the kingdom?
Listen.
Like, how did he get there?
He made a journey to get there.
Did they steal him from Jamaica?
Like, you can't do this to me.
Make him work for
You cannot do this
Triton?
to me. You can't tell me.
Why is nobody else under the sea Jamaican?
There you see her sitting there across the way.
Wow, wow, wow.
Boy, you got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And what is it? And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You gotta
kiss that girl.
La 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 la, don't be shy. You gotta kiss the girl. La 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 la.
Don't be shy. Can I tell you? I made the last dude I was seeing watch Sonic, and the dude I'm seeing now, I also made him watch Sonic.
Did he like it?
He did. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm looking for something to watch." I was like, "Sonic 2. You should get up on that." So then he did, and he liked it.
Are you still dating this person? Do you want to bring him to the premiere?
I would. Oh my God.
We got to make this happen.
If that doesn't work, just
text me. Wait. I was too afraid to audition.
Oh, yes.
So I had a girlfriend at the time. This works with dating. I was dating someone in college at the time.
I love how worried you are about this being a dating podcast.
No,
I'm like,
yes! Like whenever, as an improviser, when I can connect things, I get so excited. And she forced me to audition for the improv team in college because I wanted to, but I was too afraid that they would tell me I'm not funny. And I was like, I can't handle. I don't want to be told that. My friends think I'm funny. I don't want to find out I'm not funny.
It would be soul crushing.
It would, it's a part of my identity. I was like, ugh. So she forced me to. I had a terrible audition, so nervous. But they let me on the team, and then I became one of the people that people were excited to see. Then I started UCB. I was like, you know what? I love Amy Poehler. Amy Poehler is at theater in New York. I took Second City classes, and I took UCB classes at the same time. And Second City did not mesh with me, and UCB immediately meshed with me. I became an intern, so I couldn't afford classes. I was an intern for years, so I could afford classes. Man, it might be, it might be years. It might be like 3 years or a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. And then I became a bartender because I thought that people weren't taking me seriously as a performer because I was a bartender for so long. So I was like, I think I gotta separate it so people just don't think I'm behind the bar the whole time. And then I worked in the office there, booking UCB as a touring company for the college when it didn't exist. Eli Newell put me in a room in the box office at UCB Chelsea with a phone, and for 8 hours a day, I would cold call colleges to explain what UCB is.
That's wild.
And try to explain, and I'd explain, yeah, it's formed by Amy, and they go, will they be touring? They will not be touring. And it's just like people they've never heard of touring.
Oh yeah, I've done Torco, and people would get mad.
I was the first person to try to pitch the idea to people that it should be a touring thing. And now I tour with my thing. But so I was obsessed. So that's how I started in improv. And the first show I saw, I was like, oh, I want to do this. This is so fun. You go up with nothing and you can make a whole world laugh. And then I saw someone do Harold in the Dark. And I was like, there's not even lights. There's not even lights and you're making people laugh. It's a magic trick. And then I was an intern at ASCAT and I saw the best improvisers in the world perform. Like it was Tina, Amy, Rachel, Jack McBrayer. It was both Matt, Ian. And it was just like, it was insane. John Glazer would come and it was just incredible. And I was like, this is what I want to do. And I got obsessed with it. I was so
Was
obsessed
Hot Sauce your first team? No.
I did a sketch group called Gibbons and Schwartz with a guy named Nick Gibbons. And then Hot Sauce was me, Gil, and Adam. And that was the first one that kind of like.
That was one of the first shows I saw.
That you saw?
Mm-hmm. And I was like, boy, oh boy, these boys are funny.
Oh, really?
And then I think I saw a Herald Night, and that just confused the shit out of me. I was like, I
know, it's not as fun.
It's funny, but I don't quite get the structure of what's happening. And then I started taking classes because I was like, whatever this is, I need to learn it.
How did you know to come to Hot Sauce? You were in New York?
Yeah. I think I just randomly went with a friend.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was great.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah. And
that was a very special group. Hot Sauce is we had the most
so
fun.
Funny.
It's
Gil is so funny.
I think
you're so funny, and Pally is so funny. And then together, I was just like, this is insane.
I think Gil is the funniest person in the world.
I don't
think there's anybody funnier in the world than Gil.
So funny.
Gil Ozeri. It's literally the funniest person in the world.
He makes videos, or he used to make, maybe he still makes them, but he would make these random videos that were just so fucking funny and put them on Instagram.
He's
and I would
incredible.
just like giggle.
He's incredible. I love him. But it's funny. Now you and I have toured and played the Radio City and all these crazy places. And my favorite, the shows that like I still remember the fun are the beginning. I feel like the beginning of the journey is the most exciting part. I loved those years were the best years. And we were making no money. Dinner for me was buying a slice of pizza, then putting all the free shit on top. You know what I mean? Like the Parmesan and the thing, so it felt like a different slice. Or like going to Wendy's, which was near my apartment, and like I had no money and we had the best time.
Yeah, I agree.
The best time.
Most of the shows that I like really remember were at Chelsea. Like UCB Chelsea was like my ultimate. And I was like, when I get to get on that stage, like it's going to be so amazing. And then it was.
It's the best. When I was an intern, I used to do the garbage and mop the stage. And we would do it at ASCAT. And when they left, Adam and Gil would come and the theater's empty. And we would beg Chuck Dauble and Alex Sidis, can we just go on the stage and improvise in front of nobody?
That's so fucking
and they go,
cute.
And they're like, you're going to make us leave late. I go, no, just 10 minutes. And they both be like, fine. And we would pretend because Amy was just on the stage and it used to be 4. And like, we would do a show for nobody. And we would die laughing. And it felt incredible.
I love that.
Yeah, we just love doing it. We love making people,
great.
we love each other and we love making people laugh.
There's probably ghosts there that were like, ho, 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 ho. Or Mr. Clean Broken.
Yeah, either one person not laughing or a ha, 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 ha. Sonic question.
No. Do you ever play like wingman for friends?
On dates? Sometimes. I feel like when I was younger, way more. How often, I don't know, do you go to bars ever? I don't really get.
Sometimes.
And also, like, the older you get, the fewer friends that are single. So I haven't done it in a while. But when I was younger, I would be great. I feel like any improviser is great. I want to make in any scene, I want to make the person next to me look amazing. So in real life, anytime I could try to, like, help someone out. Especially when I was really, I would, like, guys who couldn't figure out how to text women. I was a little bit better at, doing that. So I'd be like the Sereno sometimes to them. Or like women of my friends who are women would put up their dating profile on like a TV screen. And they'll be like, what should I say to this guy? And we like decide together like that stuff and see what gets a reaction.
What's like a message that you would send somebody? Like what's an opening message?
Oh, my apples. I dropped my apples. My boy, are you fast? Or
that's not the voice. I think you should do the voice.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to. But you could do a Jewish voice and I wouldn't be upset. Do you want to do a Jewish voice?
I don't know how to do a Jewish voice.
That's fucking anti-Semitic.
Is it?
That's unbelievable. Can you believe it? Send this clip to Paramount. Yeah, so I forget. It was just being a normal person and like being a little bit funny. Like just being a little bit funny, like commenting on someone's picture or something like that, but being light about it as opposed to like, I feel like guys and even women when they're talking, like there's so much pressure on that first one. For me, when I have nothing in the game, it's so easy. Were you on those apps?
I love how you said it. Those apps. So you've never been on apps?
I was on an app for a month.
Oh my God, what a life. Yeah. Yeah. I spent years on these fucking
So
apps.
you must have been but I would have to imagine if you match with someone, when you match with someone, that when you start talking, you win because your brain and your mouth is like, how do you not want to just keep talking to that person?
No. for a long time, my opening was, would you rather be a penguin on the 4th Friday of every month for an hour or be a hot dog on Tuesdays for 30 minutes? And people would unmatch me.
No response?
I've never gotten a response. But I think it's a good question. I would turn into a penguin.
I would love
If you're a hot dog, you might get eaten.
I would love that. That's a great question.
Thank you. But people genuinely did not like it.
I think you got to be funny.
And now I ask my boyfriend that all the time. All the time I'll ask, not that specific, but I like to ask him weird questions.
If you bring your boyfriend to the thing and we can find a way to say hello, I can meet this person.
You can meet him. He's really nice.
I can't wait.
Imagine I was like, he's really mean. You don't want to meet him. He's so bad.
Ben, don't. You'll make him mad. Don't get him mad. Be incredible.
And now I need to get him to watch the Knuckles miniseries. That one he was like...
You don't need to see the Knuckles series to do 3.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
It's a standalone series. But you need to see the series because Adam is amazing in it.
He's so
and Idris
good.
is amazing in it.
Idris
is
both
so
great.
Funny in 3.
And, oh my God, why did her name just leave me? From Grease. Stalker Channing. She's in it.
She is?
Yeah, it's Pally's mom.
Really?
Have you not seen Knuckles, the miniseries, the 6-part event?
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
You haven't seen the 6-part event?
Bring it up. Let's watch it. Don't tell Pally. I've seen the first 2.
It's okay. She plays his mom, and there is a scene where she gets to fight.
I heard there's a Hanukkah or a bar mitzvah episode that Yorma directed.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
It's great.
I can't wait.
And her stunt double is definitely a man in a wig, and they don't shy away from showing that. And it made me laugh so hard.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait.
I gotta say, the series is genuinely very funny.
Yeah, because Pally and Fowler directed it.
No. I mean, like, the movies, the series, like, everybody involved in the Sonic universe is just very funny. And the scripts are good.
The scripts are awesome. Josh and Pat write them, and then John did a write on this one. But I think the big thing I think that we try to do that separates us a little bit is heart. I think we really try to put heart in there. And comedy isn't just for kids, it's for like everybody. And I think we're not just taking pieces of like actual exact scenes from the video game and throwing them up there. Everything has a reason to be up there, and they're Easter eggs as opposed to the reason why things are happening. But we were a big part of like video game movies coming back and becoming a big thing. And now Mario made $1 billion, and you know what I mean? It's like amazing. We're not responsible for that, but we were.
You are.
We were a part of the wave of people caring.
Take it. Ben Schwartz, you brought video game movies back.
Oh my God. So you had a Genesis. Did you play other games? Were you a big video game person or no?
No.
No, just
Sonic and Aladdin.
Would you want to play Sonic?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I would really enjoy watching Sonic on the screen and having it be my voice, but I would not ever want to step on the work that you have done because I respect
this is incredible.
It in a wild way.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I have a rug of Sonic.
It's great. I love it. What a small rug.
I thought it was going to be bigger. And
I don't know what you do with it exactly.
It just sits in my office.
I love it.
In front of a bookshelf.
Oh, made of Sonic stuff?
No, my Sonic stuff is scattered around.
Do you have a prized possession in your office?
My Sonic clock. I didn't bring it.
Is Sonic the biggest thing in your office? No, there has to be something from your life that's in your office that you're like, I love this. No, it's the Sonic clock.
I really love that Sonic clock, but I have like a lot of rubber duckies.
What's that fascination about?
I love a duck.
Have you ever been to Cape Cod?
No.
There's a store that just sells rubber duckies.
They have one in Amsterdam.
Is it the same store?
I don't know, but that's where he's from.
He's amazing.
And I have a share rubber ducky. What is it?
Do you, babe?
Wait, no. Oh, can you turn quack time is what it says on the box.
If you can turn quack time, I'll give it all, ducky. That?
Yeah, that was nice.
All right, sing. I'm trying to think of a song that you know.
Mm-hmm.
How about, what's the most famous Disney song ever? What's the most famous Disney song ever?
I can show you the
Perfect.
world.
Keep going. Let's see how far you can go.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
You're doing it.
So tell me, Princess, when did you
Keep going. No, you got it.
Let your heart decide.
I
can open your eyes. Take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. Paramount's going to be like, why this?
This isn't sponsored by Paramount.
No, but maybe, I don't know.
Oh my God, does that mean we have to do a commercial in 7 seconds?
No, it means we're wrapping up.
The whole thing?
I didn't realize that I only had 7 seconds.
This could be a longer episode.
Yeah.
All right, great.
This is a special.
This is a special.
This is, ho, 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 Sonic is here. Mars, my producer, was like, what do you want the special title to be named? And I said,
Santa's
ho, ho,
catchphrase.
ho, Sonic is here.
Does Santa have another catchphrase that I'm not aware of?
Merry Christmas.
Okay, do you have one more? Is there one more?
You've been a naughty girl.
Well, I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
You've been a naughty
He
girl?
says, like, you've been a naughty girl or boy. Yeah.
He says it like that?
You're on the naughty list.
You're on the naughty list. Okay.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You've been a naughty girl. I guess you've been a naughty girl.
Yeah, you've been a naughty girl.
Stop it, Nicole. Don't side-eye me and say you've been a naughty girl while wearing a Sonic hat.
I forgot it was on my head.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
I have a question.
Yo.
Why did you think it was a bit that I like Sonic as much as I do?
Because sometimes when, because we're comedians and you knew I played Sonic, so I thought you liked Sonic, but I thought you were leaning into it for the bit on stage.
Interesting. No,
You love it.
I really do.
You're excited for this movie?
I'm.
If you weren't coming to the premiere, would you go opening night?
Yes, it's in my calendar. Do you want to see it?
Which movie theater do you go to usually?
The Americana.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I like the Americana. But yeah, I had it in, I think tickets go on sale soon.
They do.
Also,
They go on sale Monday, I think.
I was going to buy them for the 20th on Monday.
I mean, you could go to the premiere and then buy tickets for the 20th.
I probably will see it for so many times. Also, you guys are doing press at the airport.
We're doing press at the airport?
Well, you have on those big cylinders.
But that doesn't mean we're going to the airport and doing press.
You're going to LAX tomorrow to do some press.
Wait, are we up already?
Yes.
Oh, did you take a picture with it?
No.
Oh.
I got too excited.
Can you please do it and tag me?
Yeah.
You could be going to LAX probably
I'm like,
next week.
where am I going? But yeah, I will. But I got really excited. It was like Sonic's on the no-fly list.
Oh, that's what it said?
Something like that.
I can't say Sonic on the no-fly list.
Sonic is a bad boy.
I can't believe
He's been a naughty boy.
Been a naughty
He's
boy.
on a no-fly list.
They're doing the buildings. There's one with the Shadow and Sonic. It's a whole building that just went up that I'm like, oh
Where?
my God. I don't know. Someone just sent it to me. It has to be LA somewhere.
That's fun. It's probably on Sunset.
This is the coolest time of year. For like 1 month, where like you feel very important. Not important, but you feel like, oh my God, everybody's getting ready for this movie.
Because it's going to be
Gladiator
a holiday
just finished.
movie.
It was all Gladiator for the past month and Wicked. And now we have like the next 3 weeks. He'll be like, we're going to be everywhere.
That's exciting. Wait, did you see Gladiator 2?
It hasn't come out yet. Or came
I'm
out
seeing
today.
it tonight.
It came out today.
And I've never seen Gladiator 1.
You got to see it before you see the second.
No.
Why not?
I love not knowing what's going on. I saw Joker 2 and didn't see Joker 1.
Really?
Yeah, and I love Joker 2.
Really?
I won't stop talking about it.
I haven't seen it.
It's great.
Is it great? So why are people very mixed about it?
I don't know. They saw the first one and they were like, I don't like the second
Not you.
one. I didn't see the first one, so I had
you love
nothing
the
to
second
compare
one.
it to.
I love it.
I thought the acting was really great, and
Well,
I
of
thought it
course,
was
they're
made
great
very
actors.
beautifully.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
I like the singing. The singing.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Ghost.
Second favorite movie?
Sonic.
What is your real second movie of all time?
Sonic.
Really?
I think so.
God,
I watch
I love you. I'm
a lot.
so happy.
It's great.
Do you think you've watched it over 10 times?
Yes.
Easily?
Yes. Yes.
Sonic 2, how many times?
Sonic 2 less, because I really love the first one.
Yeah, because it's the lonely aspect that you were connecting with.
And I love an origin story. I watched
Same.
Christian Bale's Batman for the first time last year, and I loved it. And people love the one with Heath Ledger, and I like it.
Dark Knight is incredible.
But the first one is so good.
That's so funny. Scarecrow's in the first one? Cillian Murphy?
Yes. I simply
Heath
was like,
Ledger in the second one is
he is
unbelievable.
great, but I just love an origin story.
I get it. I totally get it. What's your origin story? What happened that made you want to be a comedian now you're a successful comedian?
Other people. So
doing what?
I wanted to be an actress. And
you are an actress.
Well, I went to school for it and stuff. I went to a conservatory. Ever
Really?
heard of one?
Did you do plays and stuff?
Yeah. In
What
high
did you
school, I
do?
did plays. The first play I did was short stories by Christopher Durang, because there was like a bunch of people who auditioned, and the theater teacher at the time was like, how can I get the most people in this? So we did that. And the first time I played the DMV lady in this DMV lady sketch where she was just not going to help you. And I remember like the first laugh I got, I was like, oh my God.
The best feeling in the world.
This is it. I love it. So then I went to theater school and I really wanted to be like a serious actress. And my improv teacher there was like, you're very funny. And at the time, we were using improv as a way to get deeper in scenes. And I didn't know that improv was like just a means to an end. And then people kept saying I was funny. And then I literally Googled, what do actors do when they're not acting? And it was like improv. So then so then I Googled improv places in New York, the Pit and UCB came up. And I ended up taking classes at UCB. And then that's it.
That's crazy.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love
making people laugh is the best thing.
And happy accidents on stage where you like,
oh my God,
say
magic.
Something.
Anytime it's magic.
It's
magic,
so perfect.
It's the best part of it. When people leave and are like, I cannot believe that wasn't written.
Oh, that's my favorite. When people are like, wait, you guys didn't pre-plan stuff? And I was like, absolutely not. No.
The best feeling in the world.
Ugh.
Until they like really don't believe you and they're like, no, you did do it. I was like, no, we didn't. Like, no, you did.
Show me the scripts. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. You guys rehearsed. No, definitely didn't. So if the movies keep going.
Yes, please. I think this one, we need to make a fourth. I would love to make a fourth, but I think it's very much how much money the movies make, obviously. So hopefully this one makes a bunch.
But do you think they'll have to like reboot it to keep Sonic a child? Because if it keeps going, he'll be old. He'll be like 20.
He's getting a little bit older each time. He's not an adult, but he's growing up.
Well, according to the internet, he's 14 in the first, 15 in the second, 16 in the third.
Is that true?
According to the internet, I Googled it. Because
Should we call someone and see if it's true?
Yes.
Who do you want to call?
I don't know. You're Sonic.
Should we call the director or Tyson Hesse? Who do you think?
The director.
Okay, let's see.
I also asked for like dirty messages hitting on me as part of the podcast.
What is dirty messages hitting on me? What does that mean?
So people write nasty things hitting on me. And I read them on the podcast, and people know I love Sonic, so sometimes they'll involve Sonic in it, and I have to keep saying he is a child. You cannot do that. You just simply cannot do that.
Okay, we texted Jeff if he's because he's literally. I think they just finished the movie. I just did the DVD commentary yesterday. Me and Jeff did DVD commentary each one. I'll ask Tyson too.
What a dream.
Can
we call Tails?
I just texted her too. I'm texting everybody I can for you. Anybody else?
Do you have Keanu Reeves' number?
I've only met him once.
Oh.
But when we go to London, I get to I said, is it possible to the wonderful Hadley at Paramount? I go, I just need to be paired with him for a couple interviews. Just give me a couple. And she's like, we'll see what we can do. And then she goes, okay, you're going to be paired with him for a couple interviews.
That's so nice. Ugh, I love Keanu Reeves. I just saw Speed for the first time.
The first time?
Yeah. It's a great movie.
It's unbelievable. I just
There's
rewatched
so
it again.
much action.
I just literally rewatched it.
I couldn't believe. Cans. That's my favorite line.
Cans?
The bus is going fast.
Yeah, of course.
And there's a lady with a stroller. And then Sandra Bullock hits the stroller and she's like, oh no, a baby. But then you see a bunch of cans and Keanu's like, no, it was cans. And he says cans funny. And I really liked it.
Well, in Sonic 1, there's a Keanu Reeves reference with Speed. Do you know that? We watched Speed in Sonic 1, don't we? I'm almost certain we do.
Oh, is that the movie that Donut Lord and Tika watch? And he's in the window watching?
That's exactly right. And I make a Keanu reference in the movie. And now Keanu is in our movie.
Oh, yeah. That is fun.
Okay. Do you want Tails first or do you want to talk to Tyson?
Tails.
Tails.
Oh my God, what do I want Tails to say to me?
Do you want me to plug in or I can just do this?
Hello?
Colleen, hi.
Hi.
Colleen, I'm with Nicole Byer, who's an incredible comedian and also an enormous Sonic fan. And we were talking about you and how incredible you are.
Thanks.
So is it possible? What do you want to ask Colleen? She's right here.
I don't know.
You're on the podcast also, Colleen.
Is that okay, Colleen? I think you're really wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, she's crying.
Oh my goodness,
Colleen, she's crying. But if you saw what I wish you could FaceTime because if you saw what she looked like right now, you'd lose your mind.
Oh my God. And I'm not even a child. I'm a full-grown adult.
She's a full
I'm
adult.
so happy.
Do you have any questions for
You know
Colleen?
what? I do that. I have that effect on people. I make people cry.
In the best way ever.
Colleen, how did you become Tails?
You know Colleen's been Tails for oh, you know
yeah,
everything.
she's the original
10
Tails.
years. I know. So I was auditioning for Sonic Boom, the series.
Yes.
And I auditioned. I got a call back and they said yes. And funny enough, we recorded a video game first. Like I thought I was auditioning just for a series, and bonus, it came with the games.
That's
So,
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
fun. Will you say something to me as Tails? Can you say, "Wow, Nicole"?
Wait, sorry, she's crying. Give her a second, Colleen.
Nicole, don't cry. It's all right. It's just me. Don't be nervous. I get nervous all the time.
Tears.
I mean,
She's
when you've got Sonic as your best friend, it can be stressful.
she can't talk because she's literally crying. And this is a grown woman. This is a grown woman wearing a Sonic hat. And also, by the way, one of the funniest people in the world that just happens to love Sonic. Like it's not her. She has a whole life, and then in that life, a big gem of it is that she also loves Sonic.
Oh, I love
You
that.
go into
so one
it
of my
so seamless.
She's been doing it for a decade.
Oh my God,
Wow.
what a dream!
By the way, Colleen's coming to London. We're doing everything together for in a couple weeks. We're gonna have the best time.
I know. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so fun. Do you okay? We shouldn't take up too much of Colleen's time. Anything
No,
else?
Colleen, thank you so much. That was really wonderful.
Oh, you're welcome. No more crying. Just breathe. You're so sweet. Oh my God, that was amazing.
Thank
Made my
you.
day. Okay.
Bye, Colleen. Thank you, Colleen. You're the best.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. I mean, that's very special. That's very special.
love
You're
that
literally dressed as Tails.
So much.
She's the nicest person in the universe.
It's the best.
She's the nicest person in the universe.
Oh,
Okay, we can ask Tyson about the age question if you want.
yes.
Okay. He knows everything about everything. How did that feel? Also, we could try to get him to draw you a Sonic thing because he did it for Sonic Mania. We'll see.
I truly feel like a Make-A-Wish child.
Yo.
Hey, Tyson, I'm on a podcast right now. So are you okay with being on a podcast or no?
Sure. Why
Okay. It's with Nicole Byer, who's an incredible comedian and also an actress and podcaster. Oh, yeah, there you go.
What?
Of course. Well, so So Nicole is an enormous Sonic fan. Like at the beginning, I thought it was a bit because she was coming so hard, and now it's like I came in to do her podcast, and there is like,
Hold on one second. You're breaking up real bad.
oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
There. Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
So she's a very big Sonic fan. And so she had a question about Sonic canon, about the movies that I didn't know the answer to. And I want to know if you would know it, you or Jeff would know it. So the question was, in the films, Nicole said she read somewhere that Sonic is getting older, correct?
Yeah. He starts off at 13.
Yeah, he was 13-ish. We never gave him an actual age, but we won around 13, 12.
And so then in the second one, is he older? And in the third one, he's older? Or no, is he always 12, 13?
I mean,
By the way, you're being recorded, so don't just wing it, kid.
No. I mean, like logically, yes, he is getting older. Time is passing, but we're still never going to give him a definite age.
Okay.
Because I think a little bit of ambiguity, I think, helps kids.
Because then they could think that they're that age, right? It could be whatever age their age. Like they could be your age. He could be your age.
No, he's a
like
child.
We want him to feel like a teenager because young kids like to look up to teenagers and think, oh, teenagers are so cool. So we like to give him a little bit of that, but giving him a definite age kind of grounds him in a way that I don't think we actually want to do because he doesn't act exactly like a 14 or a 15-year-old sometimes. They're like, he doesn't go to school, so there's lack of human context in a human age like that.
But he's a school of the world.
School of the world. Do you have any other? Do you have any canon questions? Any questions?
Can I be in the movie? If you do another one,
Wait,
can I be in it?
Pitch him what you want to be in the movie.
Okay, I just want to be a lady who is grocery shopping. She bought a bunch of apples. Sonic goes by real fast, and she goes, "Oh damn, that blue thing was fast. My apples!" And then she picks them all up, and then he goes by again, and she's like, no, not my apples again. That thing too fast.
Okay, so you don't have to answer now, and I'm pushing her not to use that voice. But you don't have to answer now. I just need you to marinate on that for a little bit, Tyson, okay?
Sorry, I hate to break it to you, but we wrote that exact scene into Sonic 4 already.
Oh!
And we cast it.
Oh, no!
You know, I'm sorry. And we got The Rock to do it, which was
Oh, no!
Because why is he carrying all those apples?
It feels like The Rock. It feels more like The Rock.
Yeah, I get it.
And The Rock does that accent
I
you just
constantly lose roles to The Rock.
did. Yeah, you were supposed to be in Red One.
I was also supposed to be in the Fast and the Furious franchise.
That's crazy to me.
You know?
Well, Tyson, we're really appreciative. We're
Thank
very
you,
appreciative. Thank you very
Tyson.
much.
Of course, you're very welcome, bud. Anytime.
Bye, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Bye.
Wow.
All right, we've gotten everybody. I don't think there's anybody else we can do. That Colleen one was very special too.
It was wonderful.
She's so incredible at VO.
I can't explain it, but just hearing the voice,
I get it.
It's delightful.
I went to a Simpsons table read once and got teary-eyed just hearing them read the script because I was such a big fan of The Simpsons, and I heard them reading the script, and I was like, oh my God, my whole childhood is here. Like everything I love about it in my life is here. I mean, we can go on forever.
Well, we could. I guess I could wrap it up.
You don't have to. Do you want to talk to Sonic?
Oh my God.
Do you have questions for Sonic? Do you want to ask questions to Sonic? You've talked to him once already.
Okay.
You have talked to him once.
Yes, I have. Let's see. What do I want to know from Sonic? Sonic? What's your favorite thing to do in your downtime?
By the way, what if I did that Sebastian voice?
I would die.
That's where I break it
I
out.
would just pass away. What's your favorite thing to do, Sonic, in your downtime? Huh?
In my downtime?
No.
Okay, I think back when I was living in the cave, one of my favorite things to do was read comic books. And I'd read them all day. Just go through all the comics all day. But can I tell you something that I love even more?
What?
I love watching Nicole Byer do stand-up comedy.
Sonic, I talk about inappropriate things.
Well, I don't watch it. I'm a kid. I don't watch it. I like playing baseball with my friends Knuckles and Tails. I like trying to thwart Robotnik, if you don't know what I mean. And I love movies. I love 90s movies.
Wait.
Have you ever seen Speed?
I have seen Speed, Sonic.
How about those cans?
Sonic, I have a question.
Yeah.
How does it feel being a kid with an adult trying to kill you?
You know, I never thought about it that way. The way I think about it is I'm saving the world, and whatever comes in my way is the thing I try to fight. So this new movie, it's more of like a hedgehog. It's Shadow the Hedgehog. The ultimate life form is kind of coming after me. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you care about Shadow? There you see her sitting there across the way. And boy, you got a lot to say, but there's something about her.
Wow, wow, wow.
And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. Sonic's gonna hug the girl.
Oh, that's better.
Kid, I'm a kid.
Yeah, you're a kid. You can't be kissing nobody. Especially with your first iteration of teeth.
Hey, man, what did you just say?
Well, we have come to the end, Ben.
Okay.
I have to let you leave.
All right.
And I have things to say.
To me?
No.
This
do
was
I not
great.
have a thingy?
Is there a dirty message there?
Yeah. How dirty is it?
It's clean.
Okay. So I asked for people to write me dirty messages, and
Okay.
they can send them to whywon'tyoudate.me@gmail.com.
Okay.
This is what a lovely person wrote. Hi, Nicole. I wanted to write to you because sometimes I know you really love Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh.
And so do I. And I have a dream where it is night and I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure on my Neo Geo
Hell
Pocket
yeah.
Color. I don't know what that is.
By the way, it's a different console, and then it's the Game Boy version of that console.
Oh.
It's the handheld version of that console. Keep going.
It is night and there is a storm outside and I get really scared. But then you come into my room. We live together. We are platonic roommates. And you
You and Nicole?
And you offer to sit with me to make me less scared. And I go sit in your lap, not to bone or anything, but just because you're warm. And you make my video game scariness go away. I keep playing my Neo Geo Pocket Color. It's blue, by the way, in case you were wondering. And your lap is really soft and warm. Even if you wanted to do the bone, I would say, please, I do not want to bone right now. I'm trying to concentrate on my game, but I would secretly really like it because I think you're super pretty and have a pretty girl wanting to make bone. Who wrote this? Did you write
Is this
Mars?
chat AI?
Truly, that's what it feels like. Makes me juicy inside. Like I'm full of 1,000,000 gold rings, just like Sonic before he gets hit by a cat killer, a catter killer.
Sure.
Thank you for doing the podcast. I love playing video games, and I think of getting juicy in your lap, and I also love Sonic like you do.
I think of getting juicy in your lap. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, that's not like a phrase of yours?
I've never heard that before in my whole life.
Have you coined a phrase here that people say? Juicy in your lap is not one of them?
No, but I do say, what a dream a lot.
What a dream.
This has been a dream. Who texted?
Colleen. She was so sweet. If I had been there in person, I wanted to give her a big hug.
Well, tell her she's going to meet me at the premiere. I'm going to get her.
I'm going to get her. That is not the attitude you bring to a premiere.
I'm going to get everybody.
I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her.
Thank you for doing this.
It is my honor. I think you're a wonderful person. I've tried to perform with you forever. I'll keep asking. I don't know if you want to. Ask now.
Ask now. The economy's doing poorly.
You need to get back out there?
She needs a job.
But I think you're incredible. I also think you're incredibly funny. And I love how much I love people who love things. And I love how much you love Sonic. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Thank you. I love loving things. And I like when people like things. And I think you're so funny and wonderful. Have you been, I forgot to ask this, have you been to the Sonic the Hedgehog
right?
Speed Cafe?
Have you done it?
I did. It was in Chino Hills. Now it's in Katy, Texas. Sick that I know this. I don't know if it's still in Katy, Texas.
There's a Sonic Symphony also. There's a concert that they're touring right now. That plays all the music from the video game.
Well, I got to get there. That's great. But the Sonic the Hedgehog Speed Cafe.
What did you eat?
I had
because they have weird Sonic
a knuckle
food.
Sandwich.
What was it?
It was just a chicken sandwich.
Good?
It was pretty okay. But the mascot wasn't there. Like Sonic wasn't there. And I was like,
die at this premiere. This premiere, the red carpet is all the guys. We're all there. And then I'll be there as a human too. I know that doesn't matter, but.
No, it does matter. I can't wait.
Are you free? Are you going to come?
Yes, I'm coming.
You got to take pictures. You got to find me
if
too.
I had a thing to do, I would cancel it. But let me tell you this. My boyfriend took me to the Sonic the Hedgehog Cafe. This is before he decided to actually date me, which is wild. But he was like, yeah,
this shows that he's the real, this is the real deal.
But we were driving back and he was like, one day I want to love something as much as you love Sonic. Because I burst into tears when we got there.
Oh.
And truly, it was in a sunglass hut. They spared all the expenses. And there was no Sonic. There was nothing. There was a bunch of children inside screaming and then me being like, but I had a great time.
It sounds incredible.
Ben, do you have anything you want to plug?
Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog is going to come in America, comes out on December 20th. I really hope people see it because at the end of this one, you'll see why I really want to make the fourth one so badly. This movie's so good and it ends so well and I'm so excited. And then I am touring with Ben Schwartz and friends. I start the new tour in January and we're playing everywhere. So rejectedjokes.com/tour. We're playing these beautiful big venues. So come if you can. It's me doing improv.
Yeah.
Thank you for the plug.
Well, that's it, Ben.
This has been great.
I'll see ya on the 16th.
Is that your catchphrase?
No. Imagine
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.